Hey, everybody. This is Depressed Me and George. I just lost a game that I thought I had won. So I'm feeling poorly about that. So let's have a look. This is our Kadoban series. I pushed him before and won the first game. I was very much hoping to win this game, but I did not. Okay, all is reasonable. So white playing away, okay. I'll suffer something on the two A stones. My B stone's pretty light out there, hard to attack. So perhaps I should just think about getting out somewhat aggressively. And if assuming he responds, then thinking about attacking, something like that, that might be a little better. But I thought, well, let me go on this side and see what I can develop towards that. Now, this is perhaps so far a replay of our last game, George. Does that sound?
Yeah. I think the next few moves as well.
Yeah. So last game I went this way and pushed and cut. But we talked about it, and I decided it wasn't good for me and that I got lucky, and I thought you'd probably remember. So I switched to this side. Now, a benefit is this A stone is still hard to attack, and now it's got this cut at B that's quite interesting. So, we try to think of, how do we use this? So I can use a move like this, okay? So that threatens the cut. Well, at the moment, that's not very useful to me. Then there's this. If you don't respond and I need life, then I think this works, doesn't it? I guess not. Doesn't work. Okay. So I'm looking for Aji. How do I make it work? I don't see anything now, so I go about my business. Back to this. And you come out. Two space jump. Now,
Yeah, I wanted to get ahead of you.
Yeah,
But
there's stuff to see here. Okay. So, how's our A stone? If black can say, oh man, it is in terrible trouble, it's virtually dead, then just do it because it's huge, but it's not. There's so many things to do here. So there's no practical work to do against the A stone. Okay, then what's next? Well, we'd like to get our B stone to healthy because white doesn't have a weak group on both sides. Okay, so we want to help B. Not much work to do against A. Sound good so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's next? Well, bothering the C group. Well, are we ready to cut at D somehow? In a million ways, no. So really, we're just talking about saving the B stone. Or rather, existing well in that area, which might mean giving B up, may or may not mean. So let's look at the more normal move. I don't want to call this a mistake. I think your move nails it. It's just intuitive. This could be a horrible move, but I like it.
And what about D13 instead for black?
D13. I would certainly go that way because I don't want to get surrounded. And this black move does bother white's A group, and it does start taking the B area very nicely. And the C stone, that can't get hurt very much. So I'm thinking this is the correct path. But when it comes to your idea, this is a generalized statement in a situation where specifics, I can't see a specific thing to counter or do. So playing generally, to me, makes sense. Go for the surround.
But this is pretty painful for black, right?
It is painful. My guess is to just, do the shape thing and then walk away.
Yeah, and I
I
guess
got a lot out of this. Say it again.
because those exchanges were very beneficial for white and painful for black, I guess in order to justify J13, we need to somehow do something with those stones, right? Like if we can come back and capture N16 on a big scale, then
Yeah.
maybe made sense. But otherwise, perhaps it doesn't really make much sense.
Right. And that's the problem with A. As much as I like it, that it's a good move unto itself. It doesn't take care of the main thing, which is you're getting your group surrounded.
Hmm.
So yeah, I believe the answer would be here. And this is the same answer, but I think the other one's doing more. They both do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And I guess what I was trying to say is that I don't really see a good follow-up for black on the top side. For example, like M15, I guess, something to try to kill that stone on a big scale.
yeah,
But it
this is
seems a
probably,
bit.
if you wanted to do it, probably here. And we're getting close because I'm not
Hmm.
thrilled about this. I'm still going to be weak, right?
Yeah.
It's still a bother. So I think if you play here, I'll just give it up and then later try to come under and try to make it small. But yeah, I would say that takes it. But the corner's in dire straits. So you came up. What if you just cut now?
Hmm.
I would have played here. You come out threatening to kill. I would still play. This is very close to what happened in the game. I'm going to fix this way. You live, and white has two weak groups in the upper left. This seems reasonable.
Hmm. Sure.
It's a
Yeah, I guess
classic.
these exchanges probably a bad shape for black, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You have Atari kill coming up, and
Yeah. Yeah.
even though you defend, it still leaves weaknesses there that I get to use. So your corner is just a really funny shape.
That Hane was really painful.
Yeah. Any reason you can't play here?
Uh,
I guess
hmm.
you're thinking something's about to die and you're right. So you have to play here. And so it didn't work out. Okay, good. So this is correct. But now you need to do some living somehow, right? Probably here.
Hmm.
Because when you come out, that means I get to play a killing move.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a cute little throw in.
Yeah. Nice.
Maybe just live.
Hmm.
Because I'm not about to take this in Gote. Because I'm
Yeah.
actually fine on both sides and it's not all that big. So I'd walk away and save it. But at least you're
But
alive.
but you're not. I mean, are you fine on the top?
Sure. Well, with that kind of thickness, it
Hmm.
tends not to be a problem. So I can get out. I can get out.
Hmm.
I can make an eye.
Hmm. Thanks to my
It's
thinness.
just thick enough and you're thin enough. I really wasn't
Yeah.
concerned.
Sure.
Perhaps I should have been. I am very much behind enemy lines, but there's just, I guess we can say I have Miai to get out, one way or the other. I am out. And based on that, I should be fine.
I guess though, if you do take, then suddenly I have quite some problems with all those stones, like the J stones and the my cutting stones at E12 and 13. It's that areas. I guess they're kind of light stones, are they?
Yeah, maybe.
Mm.
Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8. I mean, it's 10 points in Gote when I don't. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I wouldn't do it personally. And then I go for the kill. You start chasing this group. And it's funny, the profit you got here is outrageous. I mean, outrageous. So let's see.
I think previously you said that Q11, that's the move against the shape. Is that correct? So if you go back a couple of moves, play that for black instead of that one.
Do you mean
Now,
here?
yeah.
Yeah. This is the generalized black doing well bothering white. Your move is I'm killing you. That's an overstatement. So how in the world did you get massive profit from this attack? I mean, I thought, game over. I totally feel the game's over. And so maybe I backed off and that gave you so let's find out. Come out. Want to get
Or
out?
is this a great amount of skill on my part?
I think there's a lot of truth in that.
I'm just giving you a
There's a
taste of
lot
your own
of
medicine.
truth in that. You get out nice and strong. Okay. So at this point, I'm thinking I like my A stone, but it's not tremendous value. It's not something that's really going to help too much in saving my B group. So far, I don't think A is much help. The cut at C, I don't see that being too meaningful right now. So, and I can't live on the right. So I need to get out and be alive. Okay. So maybe this is it. I took a move to secure that whole bit on top. What if I had just gotten out? But this is my fear. I didn't want to read that out. Can I play here? Yeah. Okay. So if I had taken a moment, I mean, this is a nice move. I'm alive. My Aji stone is now golden. It's a wonderful move. I wanted it so badly. And it's like, well, I'm going to be fine anyway. And I was fine. But I really need to get you pressuring my group. Once you play there, I'm going, wait a minute. I couldn't believe the pressure I felt with this move.
I guess also my stones at J13 and G12 are almost
Very
perfect.
helpful, yeah. And
Very
they're
helpful.
nice and light. I mean, there's nice moves. You're cuttable, but you don't need life there. You only need influence there. And then you fix, and all of a sudden we see this big structure developing. And I'm a little afraid of just taking it away because, I mean, after all, I only have one eye. So I think that's how it came about, is this move. Okay. So I come out. And maybe I should start doing it now. Maybe I should start this whole process while there's time. But I thought, no, I'll just live. And the 3-3's open. Not anymore, it isn't. Ouch. I mean, that's at least the size of the corner I got. So then I'm like, well, yeah, let's a knight's move at A, a big knight's move at B, a knight's move at C. I'll be able to get something back. Nothing. So I reduce it. I mean, I get it, confined. Okay. More confined. Now I have endgame there. Okay. So I'm still feeling good. I feel there's Aji in there. This move gives me this weakness, right?
Mm.
That would be great. So I'm glad to get that in. Okay, I really need to do all I can now. I'm somehow got behind. God, I can't believe it. So go ahead and cut me. No, thank you.
I like that move if it was F3.
Yeah,
That's nice.
I did some fancy footwork here. And then notice this is a 0-point move, while living is a 2 or 3-point move. I'm actually gaining points with this move.
Also,
and cut here.
Yeah. Also, I'm keeping a cut, right?
Say it again.
I'm keeping a cut. Maybe I shouldn't play that move.
Did you just say don't peep when you can cut?
Yes.
And you cut.
But there's RG there, right? I mean, maybe later I can cut. Although I guess you're so strong there, then it's kind of unlikely, perhaps.
Well, I think at the moment there's nothing to do with the cut.
Yeah.
So if you just go about your business, I mean, I'm not about to fix, obviously. So, yeah, so the peep is wrong. Good catch there.
Yeah, that's no good, I think. It's not big
This
enough.
move?
Yeah, I was really hoping to come back and play C3. And as soon as you played it, I regretted not playing it myself.
Well, let's look. Let's say you take that. That's a pretty big move. What do? You're going to fix the cut?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Yeah, it's just a big.
Well, now I can start working with my knight's moves because you're not alive yet, and there's other. Your move really bothered me. I can potentially get 10 points there with an attack. Now you have at least 10 points there, and I have no attack. So I thought it was a great move. And the placement, I thought that move was golden. Doesn't mean it was. It just means I really wanted to work there. So I work here instead. Okay. That's just a mistake, right? A misread or something.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen this kind of Tsuchi before, but I had no time at this point, and I just couldn't read it out, and I just thought I'm just going to play it.
Yeah. Here I can play this first, but now you have Sente. You don't particularly need to fix that. But if I just play this, you don't want me, coming in here. This is alive, or this is gonna be alive. And there's lots I can do now. So I just played that, and you responded appropriately. So I got Sente out of that. So I got those stones in Sente. Very nice. And now I have to start something or it's over. I'm seeing a weak A group. I mean, I found Seki there. I found Death there, all for black. The problem is it doesn't work because my B stones were going to die first. So I did great work here if my B group had enough liberties, which it never got close. So then we're saying, okay, there's a weak C group. True. And I like that a lot. Perhaps I should start there. Let's see, it went
And
here.
P7.
So if I start this, and then come in, it's pretty similar. But I get this move in, I come down, and I'm liking this, right? Next move, boom, Atari, you're dead. Okay. And now we see you have no eyes and 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties. Well, I only have 2 liberties. So I'm like, how can I get some liberties going on here? Let's start here, get out, threaten that group. Okay, now's it worked? I thought it didn't. Yeah, my shape's bad, my liberties are low. So let's get, if I come down, is that a threat? If you clean this up, oh, maybe, did I miss this? I play here, trying to get liberties. I just never got enough liberties. So this way, I get extra liberties. Okay. So maybe there was something here for me to get.
And perhaps, yeah, you should have done that before pushing it P4 and then playing Q, because then you're losing liberties, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've seen, let's use starting as this a starting point. We've seen Chris do it. We've seen me do it many times where, oh, look at all the stuff. And if you get the sequence correct, it all works. Here we are. I'm not getting the sequence correct. I'm confused. Now, I don't know about most people, but the reason I get confused is I'm battling with the desire to win. I want to, oh, I'll just do this. And it messes up my mind so I can't think clearly. So ego really, for me, it's ego. It gets in the way and it just stops me from finding the move. Anyway. Okay, so we get this far and I'm trying this and that. We are here. Oh, there's so many things so close. So now I'm thinking of, can I live? It's like, no, you can't live. Well, but he's not alive either. Really? Give me a break. So it just doesn't work, and I had to resign. Good game. You played pretty well.
Yeah, and I felt like I didn't play my best, but yeah, I've learned a lot about what happened early on, especially. That was a bit embarrassing, but yeah.
Yeah. And I tell, it's come up with most of my students that, they're like, oh, I play so bad. It's like, well, I'm more embarrassed about my bad play than they are about theirs, because I'm supposed to know better. And like you know better and get surrounded with Aji in the corner. I mean, that's terrible. But you came back and used it. Okay, George, thanks a lot.
Well, thanks, everyone.
Bye, viewers.
Yeah.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Hope you enjoy me and George's games.